Dedicated to investing in Illinois' economy, Governor Quinn worked with the General Assembly to pass a $31 billion capital construction jobs program to create and retain more than 436,000 jobs over 6 years. Governor Quinn has served the people of Illinois for more than 30 years as both a citizen and a public official. Governor Quinn, thanks for coming to Tech Week.
It's a real honor to be here. Everybody sit down here. Just maybe more determined than ever that we here in Illinois roll up our sleeves and work together to use technology and innovation to create jobs for today and tomorrow. And the bills we're going to be signing here today deal directly with investment into technology-driven businesses. We can't have capitalism in America or Illinois without capital. We have to have venture capital in particular. Capital that's kind of early on, that takes a reasonable risk in businesses, technology businesses that are going to grow jobs. We're really going to be taking a page from a commission that I signed a year or two ago called the Economic Recovery Commission. It recommended at that time that we have more investment in technology and using technology development accounts to do that. We're also signing another bill that requires our institutions of higher learning, our public universities, to have technology entrepreneur centers at the university to really take the ideas that come from all over and help translate them into reality. So this is really a great, great movement. And the movements of our country have always come from the grassroots up, not from the top down. So I'm really glad to be here. I want to thank the sponsors of this bill for making it a reality as well. I'm going to bring forward one of those sponsors, a great state senator, someone who works hard for jobs all the time, and especially technology-driven jobs. That's Senator Dan Katowski. Dan?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Governor Quinn. We're excited to be here today because this is a long time coming. We've been working for 3 years to get this bill passed in conjunction with the Illinois Venture Capital Association, iBio, as well as many other organizations. And it took, this year, we've been passing it out of the Senate unanimously for the past 3 years, and it took the leadership of Representative Daniel Biss in the House, as well as so many others in the House of Representatives, to get it passed. This area is one of the highest ranked when it comes to technology and innovation and infrastructure. This is a great opportunity and advantage for us to invest in technology and infrastructure innovation to create jobs. TDA Part 1, for every dollar invested, we got $23 from the private sector. We created several thousand jobs, all without, underline this here, without raising a single tax. TDA Part 2 is going to do the same thing, an additional $75 million to invest in more companies of innovation and technology to create thousands more jobs, again, all without raising a single tax. It's a bipartisan effort, all focused on one goal, creating jobs, taking advantage of the technology, the innovation that's out there, and doing it in such a way to support the resources we have in the state of Illinois so that we can continue to be successful and grow and create more jobs in the state of Illinois. Thank you.
Well, I definitely want to thank Dan Katowski for his strong leadership in the Illinois Senate on this issue. He understands that our area in particular has a special opportunity to grow technology-driven jobs, and we must have investment to do that. We have to use our institutions of higher learning to do that. And someone who really understands that as well is another Dan. He's a member of the House of Representatives. This is his first year in the General Assembly. He's already made a great, great impression because he really is committed to economic growth and jobs and technology, and that's Representative Dan Biss. Come on forward.
Thank you very much, Governor. Thank you, Senator Katowski, for your leadership on this piece of legislation, as well as your patience in waiting for the other chamber of the General Assembly to catch up to your vision. And thank you, Governor Quinn, for your extraordinary commitment, not only to broadly speaking economic growth and employment for Illinoisans, that key issue here in 2011, but specifically to the form of that vision which is amenable to our new 21st century economy, which is understanding that in order to have sustained economic growth, to have sustained creation of high-wage jobs, we need to rely upon innovation and entrepreneurship which is connected to innovation and research. So this is a vision that you have laid out since the moment you became governor. It's a vision that is very much in keeping with the talk we hear coming from Washington, the talk we hear coming from the city of Chicago, and the talk we hear coming from civic leaders and economists across the country. Then the question becomes, what do you do? There are a lot of different things we can say about this. We could talk about research in universities and national laboratories, attracting highly trained, highly qualified entrepreneurs and researchers to our state. But at the end of the day, when you line up all the different factors that matter most to creating a vibrant, innovative, high-tech economy, the place where Illinois has historically lagged behind is early-stage venture capital. Not that $200 million private equity deal, but the $500,000, million, $2 million, $5 initial investment that allows that idea to move out of the university lab and into a business that begins hiring 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, and eventually hundreds of high-wage Illinois workers. And this piece of legislation strikes exactly at that historical lack. I think it's a really important thing to jumpstart this economy and to bring Illinois in line with this vision of America as a place that, again, leads the world in innovation and leads the world in new inventions to create the next generation of high-paying jobs. I'm honored to play a small part in advancing this legislation. I again thank you, Governor, for making this happen today. Thank you very much.
What Dan just said is very important that we keep in mind that a lot of the new job creation comes from firms that are less than 5 years old. And so those firms do need the nurturing capital to grow from an idea, from 1 or 2 employees, doubling their size in a very short period of time. So it's really central for our economic growth in Illinois, our job creation, that we have these laws that we're signing today. And we also have an Innovation Council in Illinois that provides the ideas, especially from the private sector, on how we can innovate, because that's part of growing new jobs, how we can use technology, how we can invest in those great ideas and great technologies. And someone who's here from our Innovation Council, she's been with us from the very beginning, a very committed person to the state of Illinois, and that's Carolyn Nowinski, who's a member of the council and vice president of SIGIC. Carolyn, come on forward.
On behalf of the Illinois Innovation Council, I first want to thank you, Governor, for your vision and your leadership. Signing bills like these into law today demonstrate your clear commitment to our innovation economy, to creating high-tech, high-growth jobs, and creating high-paying, knowledge-based jobs in our state. I want to also thank Senator Kwiatkowski and Representative Biss for their leadership in championing these efforts among your colleagues. Many people talk about the innovation ecosystem as requiring 3 critical elements. You need robust technology, you need entrepreneurial talent, and you need access to capital. And these bills showcase our state government's commitment to expanding the availability of capital for technology-based companies. Being here at Tech Week over the last couple of days, we get to celebrate the successes in the technology community, particularly as they relate to software and digital media. Thank you again, Governor. I hope that we'll have more programs like these that will stimulate technology company formation, and I look forward to celebrating the successes of all of our technology centers. Thank you.